Good afternoon. Hello, Tony. This is Maurice Marshall, again making my second series interview with alumni Tony Motley, who happens to be a Reverend also, class of 67. And today we're in the alumni office, and I'm glad he found enough time to see me so that we can get the interview process to continue on. As you already know, what we're trying to do is to get more alumni to see what we're doing and want to come out and join us. This is what this is all about. Okay, I have a couple of questions I'm going to ask Tony just to break the ice and keep the flow going, okay? First, I'd like to ask him, after graduation, Tony, what was your first job, and did it lead to a career for you?
Yeah, my first job after graduation was with the United States Postal Service. I was a letter carrier.
Okay.
And 18 years old, working in the post office. And it was a pretty nice job, but it did not lead to a career for me because I went into the military.
Okay.
I graduated in 67 and worked for the post office for a year and went into the Army in January 69.
Okay. Great. Next, how did the friendships you made in Anacostia impact your life there and even after your graduation? And one other thing, are you still friends today with all of those folks who were your friends back then?
Oh yeah, definitely. There are a lot of us that are still, together. We communicate. We've, seen each other over the years. Some of us were in the military together. We'd run into each other in different places around the world. Sometimes we, see each other. So yeah, and still to this day, there's some of us that are still, friends and connected.
We have that in common because I'm class of 72. So a lot of my friends I'm still close to, especially during that time. I mean, we go back to elementary school, junior high, which is Douglas Junior High, and eventually in Anacostia. And one guy I grew up with, we were side by side since we were 5 years old. And we're still extremely close to this very day.
Yeah.
Like a brother. It's like that. I'm an only child, so friends for me became like family in that sense. Okay. Now, I have one more, and this is very important because it impacts what you do every day, right? The kids in Anacostia, the direction they're going in right now. And let's face it, our kids need our guidance. If they're willing, can't save everybody, but the ones we can save, that's important. It affects us also. If you were to address a room full of graduating Anacostia seniors, how would you prepare them for today's world?
Well, Mo, I think that the first thing that I would bring to their attention is that they can do anything that they put their mind, their heart, and their efforts to.
Right. That
there's nothing too hard for them. I think the second thing that I would encourage them to do is to read. Read everything. Read whatever is available for them to read, to have, because we're in a knowledge-based society now. Right. So we've gone from agriculture to industrial to technology. Now we're in knowledge base. So it's not about whether or not you can press the button or whether or not you do social networking and all that. What it's about now is what do you know? And that right there is important for young people to gain as much information and knowledge as they possibly can. So I would say that to them. I think the third thing that I would implore them about is, who do you associate with? Are you associating with people of like mind and like goals and aspirations? Or are you associating with people that have no focus and have no goals? Because that's important too. If you desire to achieve anything, then you have to surround yourself with people of like mind and like spirit. So I would implore upon them those three things.
Sounds good. I was reading somewhere the other day that in order to do something, you have to act. You have to have action. Key thing is, our time is important. Not only is that action important, but you have to focus. Key word you just mentioned, focus. So combine that with action, you have a focused action with limits a lot of the stuff of negativity that can come into our lives.
Right.
And that's one thing that, we don't realize until we get so late in life. That's the only problem. To seize that opportunity now is key.
Right.
One more question. You and I worked together, and we became, not only are we, in a sense, we're on the same group, the Anacostia Alumni group, we're neighbors.
Yeah.
And we become friends, and I like that. Also, we both share the same goal as to what we can do with this alumni group. what would you like to see happen over the next, let me say, 3 to 6 months? And how do you feel about that? And
well, I thank you for that question. I think that, first of all, and I appreciate your friendship and your energy too. And you definitely have helped to push us to where we are today, with your drive and your ideas. And I think that what we've seen over the last year, in terms of the productivity of the alumni collectively. Now, we know that over the years, alumni here at the school have done, individual things. Alumni have come in. I know even myself, as an alumnus, I was able to arrange a donation of all the musical instruments here in the school through the National Symphony. I had a friend connected to the National Symphony. So a couple of years ago, we were able to get a donation to all of the music equipment. So we've got alumni, the class of 70. They've been doing scholarships. 2 scholarships a year, $1,500 scholarships to students here at the school. Class of 63 been doing things. Individually, classes have been doing things, but collectively, we just started trying to do something where we have a representative from each one of the classes of Anacostia. So we're building on that. What I would like to see is us double our efforts. Last year, collectively, we were able to generate over $12,000 in scholarships. Last year, collectively, we created the Anacostia Alumni Hall of Fame. Last year, collectively, we were able to help create College Main Street, the principal's dean's list, and college-bound students. Last year, collectively, we were able to get the library named after Louise Daniel Hutchinson and have a nice dedication ceremony for a lady that wrote the Anacostia story. And last year, collectively, we were able to support students with school supplies and book bags. Lisa Scott, the class of, I think it's 85 has done a tremendous job in organizing Thanksgiving baskets and Christmas toys. So collectively, we've done a lot to support the students here at the school. We've also supported the staff and the administration. So I would like to see us, double our efforts, get more of the different classes involved. I think right now, the earliest class that we've had involved so far has been the class of 59. I think we need to go, and you've been trying to get, all the way back to the class of 35 or 39 or something like that. I know that would be
almost impossible,
but you've been trying
as far as I can get.
And, and so if we can get representatives from each class, we meet every other month as a board, and we've had some very productive meetings, and just continue, like, for example, this year, we're intricately involved in homecoming. So we have a homecoming committee, and the school has a homecoming committee, and those two committees have come together. So now they're working together.
That's great.
Last graduation, for example, we had more representation of alumni participating in the graduation ceremonies than I don't think that we've had in previous years. So the alumni group is definitely involved in the life of the school. And I want to pause for a minute and thank our president, Laverne Duckwilder, who class of 67, and her efforts in helping to move us forward as well. But again, in the last year, we've become organized. We've got articles of incorporation. We're registered with the District of Columbia government as a nonprofit organization. We're moving towards our 501c3 status. So as a group in 1 year, look at what we've done. Can you imagine? We keep the momentum going and where we'll be in the next year. We'd like to see more alumni involved in the athletic activities here at the school. We've got girls softball, we've got bowling, we've got boys basketball, girls basketball, we got football. We need more alumni to come up and say, look, I've got some time. I want to volunteer. I want to support. I want to be a part of the life of the school athletically as well as academically. We have a debate team We have right now that we're getting ready for the Student Government Association elections. So we're getting ready to elect president, vice president, secretary, treasurer of the Student Government Association. Homecoming, they're going to crown the king and the prince and the queen and the court for the homecoming. So we need more alumni to be involved in these activities.
Sounds good. I didn't know all of that, and I talk to you on a regular basis, but I always learn something new about it, because we're covering a time span from 59 to 2014. And a lot of the focus was on Rashima Melson, who was incredible, all that she did. And to my understanding, she's going to exceed that at Georgetown University on that full 4-year scholarship. But we want to keep her actively for what we're doing as well. Well, I just want to sum it up, Tony, with some of the activities, and I just want to read this off, and hopefully folks will come out. On Friday, September the 19th, class of 64, their reunion will be taking place on the 20th, to my understanding. And they have reunion activities. They'll be doing activities right here at the school itself with a tour that's involved. On Saturday, September the 20th, my class of 72, will be holding a 60th birthday bash at the Decoy Lounge. Class on Saturday, September the 27th, we have our next alumni board meeting. That will be held here in Anacostia. That will be at 10 o'clock. Class of 69 reunion activities are Friday, Saturday, and it's October the 10th and 11th right here at the school. You can contact Miss Althea Flack, who's involved in coordinating all activities for that particular year. Homecoming this year is scheduled for Friday, October the 24th. More information to follow on that, but I do have the contact person, and that's Miss Willistine Harris. Class of 74, Saturday, October the 25th, will be doing their 40th reunion, 7 p.m. to midnight at the Washington Navy Yard. And you can contact Miss Janice Williams, class of 74. Unfortunately, I don't have a phone number on her at this time. And other activities are to be announced when we get more information on them. Well, Tony, thank you for finding the time in your day so that we conduct this, and I appreciate it. Thanks again.
Thanks, Mo. Appreciate you.